So one thing a lot of people struggle with is that they are able to set goals. They are able to take a pen and paper at the beginning of every year, every month, and all of that. They write down their goals. They are determined that they are going to achieve this and that and that and that and that. And at the end of the day, they realize that they have either achieved less than they set out to achieve in that particular period of time, or they have achieved nothing at all. What is the cause of this, and how can you get better at setting and achieving your goals? Listen, this is not just a video about teaching you how to set goals. No, this is more like a strategy video, right? This is where I'm going to share from my own personal experience how I have been able to overcome this underachievement, and I've been able to use just some simple strategies to help myself to achieve more in the year 2021. I'm going to share that personal story with you in this video, so don't go away. Hey there, my name is Desmond Edemekulu. I'm an award-winning author, a publisher, and an online business strategy consultant. Right here on this channel, I give you tips and strategies that can help you to grow your business online. Also, if you're looking forward to write and publish your book this year, I'm your guide. I can help you with all the tips and the techniques, all the things that you need in order to achieve all those goals. I also provide personal development tips on this channel. So if that's what you're looking for, please subscribe, hit that subscribe button below, and turn on the post notification so that when I post a new video, you will be the first to know. Now let's get straight into the topic of the day. So how can you achieve all of your goals this year? I'm going to provide some strategies that personally have helped me. And the first thing I want to say about that is that do not set a lot of goals. One of the things that a lot of people do is that the last week of the year or the last week of the month, they sit down and take a planner, a book, and then or their diary, and then they write down a lot of things. Next month I want to do this, or next year I want to achieve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They keep listing as if it's a prayer request that God is supposed to answer. But you see, when you do that, you put a lot of pressure on yourself. One of the things I recommend is focus, right? I see the life we live, our lives as an organization, as a company. So you have different departments of your life. So for example, if you are married, then your marriage is one department of your life. Your health is another department, right? Your relationship, your business, right? Your spiritual life. Just look at your finances. Any other thing that is peculiar to your life, those are the various departments of your life. Now, I recommend that it is just enough to set one goal for each of those areas. So my major advice to you right now is that do not set too many goals. Just look at the various departments of your life and identify the one unique thing that you want to achieve in this year or in the next month or whatever period you're considering. Okay, so let's move to point 2, right? One of the things that people do, as I've explained earlier, is that they have too many goals and they want to achieve too many things in a year. You see, the thing is that we have a whole lifetime to achieve all the dreams or fulfill our purpose or the vision and everything. Sometimes we just want it fast enough. We just want to achieve a lot of things in a very short time. But that is the very reason that leads to underachievement. You want to do more, and you see your system cannot carry all of those things. So one of the things you can do is that you kind of take care of just a period for the time being. For example, let me explain this. You have a whole year. Instead of looking at the whole year, put your goals in a continuum. When I say continuum, I mean like, for example, a sequence. So you look at the first period, maybe the first month, or for you, it can be the first quarter. What do you want to achieve in the entire year? What do you want to achieve in the whole year? So you look at that first. By the end of this year, I want to make 100,000. I want to make 200,000. I want to make 1 million. So what is the first most important thing that you can do in order to achieve that goal? Now, you're not looking at the entire goal, but there's something you can do right now that will propel you, that will get you closer to that goal. Maybe, let's just take this example. Let's just say me, I want to buy a house this year. But in order to buy a house, I have to make at least maybe $100,000 in order to get a comfortable house for myself. Alright? So the goal is to get the house, but another part of the goal, maybe a subset of that goal, is to get $100,000 because it is the money you're going to use to buy the house. Now let's bring this down a little further, right? So you want to make it's no longer buying a house, because once you are able to make $100,000, you can buy a house. All right, now let's bring it down a little further. In order to make $100,000, what do you have to do? Maybe you are a business person and so you sell, let's say you sell mobile phones. Just because I'm recording this video using my mobile phone, right? You sell mobile phones and one mobile phone sells for $500. I don't know how much. My own doesn't cost that much, so let's go on. $500 for a mobile phone. Now, how many do you have to sell in order to reach your $100,000 goal? So that is the calculation you have to make at the beginning of the year. So maybe you have to sell, is it 20, 200? I think it's 200, right? 200 pieces of your mobile phone in order to reach your goal. Okay? Is it 200? 500 times 200. Brothers and sisters, it's not easy. Your goal now is to get yourself to sell 200 copies or pieces of your phone, of the phone you're selling. Now, how do you sell those phones? That's a big question, right? Now, you have to look for ways to sell those phones. And you see, and that is what actually demystifies this whole goal setting thing. People just put their wishes on paper. It's more about goal working. You are working your goal. You are working your way to achieving your goal, than actually just to put something down on paper and hope that you are going to achieve it at some point. Once you are able to, you have that goal, 200 for the whole year. Now you bring it down and say, for me to sell 200 phones in a year, then how many do I have to sell in a month? Wait. 200 divided by 12. 16.6. Okay, so this means that you can sell 17 phones on average per month. Then you are able to reach the 200 phones a year goal. Now let's bring it down. 17 divided by 30. 0.5666, whatever. Okay, so this means that what? If you are able to sell at least one phone per day, you will be able. Who am I talking to? If I am able to sell one phone per day, I will be able to reach my goal of selling 200 and above phones in a year, and eventually get my $100,000+ in revenue, and probably be able to buy my house and move into a new house and leave this place so that I can offer good videos in you guys. You understand? All right. So this is exactly what you need to do. I mean, look at the entire thing, break it down into achievable steps, so you know that every day when you wake up, you have something to drive at. Now let's move on to point number 3 as I conclude. Okay, so the final thing I'll add here is that you must maintain a balance, a working balance when you're setting your goals. All right, it's not just important to look at the fact that I want to buy a house at the end of the year, or this year I want to buy a house, and so all I'm working on the whole year is to get a house. No. All right, there are so many things that come together to make one's life successful. So you want to work on your relationship, you want to work on your health, you want to work on any other thing. So you see, the thing is that it will be easier for us to even achieve some of the goals, some of the financial goals, business, career goals, that is our ultimate focus, if we have some of the things in the background working. For example, a very good relationship, very good family, good social life, good health, good spirituality, and all of those things. So try to maintain a balance. I talked about this in the first point, so I'm not going to talk so much about this. So here are the 3 things that have really worked for me, helped me to change things for myself in the year 2021. I hope they help you. I talked about the first thing, that stop giving yourself too much pressure by putting a lot of goals into one year or one period. Number 2, I talked about breaking down your goals into workable action plans. Okay, so what you break it down and get to work on exactly what you want to work on so that you can achieve your goal. And so point 3 is that you should maintain a balance. Okay, I hope that all these 3 tips are going to help you to achieve all your goals in 2022 and beyond. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram at the D Global. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video, but please do not forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. Cheers.